name is Lucy Gonzales, and I represent Single Member District 4. I was raised in El Dorado, Texas. My mom was a single parent, and she had 6 children, and I was I am the youngest. I attended Sullivan State University and obtained a degree in criminal justice and a split minor in sociology and psychology. Once I graduated, later on, I was employed by the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Parole Division, where I was a parole officer for 15 years. In the last 11 and a half years, I was a unit supervisor. So after 26 and a half years, I retired from that profession. I'm married to Gilbert Gonzales. We have 2 daughters, Brooke Sanchez and Holly Wolf. Both girls graduated from Central High School, and they have moved on. Maybe one day they'll move back, who knows, but I'm also a member of the Pauline Baptist Church and have been for over 30 years. So I have been in San Angelo for about close to 40 years now. So this is where I call home. You know, I love San Angelo for the mere fact that I think this is what the majority of the people just love San Angelo, and that is the 15-minute travel time anywhere from destination A to B. 15 minutes. You just tell anybody, I'll be there in 15 minutes, and you will. So that is one of the main things that I just love, because the traffic is not heavy yet. So that's one of my main things that I do love about San Angelo. The other thing is it's a big city, but yet a little city within, and there's a lot of things to do. We have the lake, we have the Concho River, we've got a lot of nice restaurants with small business boutiques. The shopping is great. The museum, we have ASU, Howard College, and good fellow Air Force Base. So a lot of it is just a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it diversifies our community. So yeah, I do like it a lot. There's a lot to do if you look for things that you want to do. I had been retired for 3 years, and I hadn't done anything. I was just kind of like enjoying my retirement. So kind of like I knew I needed to be involved in something. I just didn't know what. I didn't know where I was going really, or what was going to, what opportunity I had. So really kind of out of the blues, this opportunity arose, and it was like, do you want to do this? And I prayed about it, because I had never been in politics before, or local government. So it was like, do I step through the door and take this challenge? And I did, for the mere fact that I knew that I was going to be contributing something to this community. So it gave me the privilege to be able to run for city council, and have been since 2015. So I started in 2015. The charter changed the rules to 4 years terms. So after the 2017, it was a 4-year term, and I went ahead and served again, because once you get into it, you just want to see how the projects are going to terminate, how they're going to turn out. So for that alone, you feel like, okay, let me go another 4 years. So now I'm in the second 4-year term, and I'll finish my serving in 2025. What I would like to see in my district, and I have been working on for all these years, because everything takes a lot of time and funding. So when you find those resources, then you can actually make it happen. But there's at Holloman Elementary, there is a sidewalk that needs to be built from Holloman all the way down Rick Street to and would stop at Gregory. But at least we would have probably close to a mile of sidewalk there, because right now all there is Caliche, and the children walk through that. And they haven't had a sidewalk in 30 years. I know this because my daughter was going to school there and there was no sidewalk. So I think they would benefit from the sidewalk, and it would also be for their safety, because these children walk to and from school every day. And it would enhance the neighborhood, because a lot of the people use that as a walking trail or jogging. You know, that part of on Rick Street, that place has a lot of going-ons because of the fact that the neighborhood is there. So a lot of people tend to take advantage of it and use it. So the trail is all Caliche. So I really would love to I have visioned the sidewalk. So hopefully before 2025, that will be built. That would be a big accomplishment that I think I would bring to my district. Well, aside from the 7 years that I've already been here, the experience from that, I would have to say the fact that in my career, my previous career, I did a lot of decision making. There were a lot of different situations that needed decisions to be made. So I really believe that I brought that with me because of the fact that we have to do a lot of decision in our city council meetings all the time. So that is the main thing. Is also I have a skill of listening. So when you listen to what is going on, will you be able to come up with a solution? I really don't mind the fact that I have constituents that call me because they really feel that there's a problem, there's an issue that they're bringing to me. And once they do, we will talk about it. Either I meet them in person or we talk on the phone. But we try to discuss what is going on. If we can't come up with a solution, then I will get back with them, because I will in turn contact the city manager and ask him for advice or what would be the alternative to this problem. Also, the staff, the directors from that department, whichever department it may be, I contact them and they'll help me and they'll help the constituent. We all get together and we all come up with a solution to the problem. First of all, I would like for them to know that I thank God every day that I'm allowed to serve this community, and the fact that my constituents trust me to be their voice, that has been very humbling and rewarding to me. What I would like for them to know is that every decision that I have made, every vote that I have made either on the consent agenda or the regular agenda, has been for the betterment of this community. I would like to be the inspiration and motivation for women that are in my culture, that have young daughters, that they can see that not only can I do it, but they can too. And for them to be motivated would be a great accomplishment, because they are our future. This next generation is our future. They're the ones that are going to come in with the good ideas, with the ideas that nobody else thought of, with being able to carry the city even further than where we leave it. Somebody else is going to come in and move it forward and make it a greater place to live. I think the reason that we should bring in people to want to volunteer in different boards and different areas, for the mere fact that when you volunteer, you will realize how the other entities work, how it takes everyone to come together and make it work. So you're learning different areas of how everything is run. That by the time you finish volunteering, you're able to take that experience to another business or place that you can be a problem solver over there. But the main thing is that when you get to volunteer, it's rewarding because at the end, it's not only self-gratification, but you know that you were part of the solution to making this community a better place to live. I think if we all learned to love each other or learned to just love yourself, you would be able to go out that day and show more kindness and empathy to people that we encounter on a daily basis.